报告，咱的蔡总统，那边就要召开国际记者会。
还需要我们所有的台湾人民跟他一起努力，一起打拼。邀请所有的台湾人，邀请所有我们的乡亲长辈，邀请我们所有的好朋友，一起来做我们蔡英文最大的后盾。我们一。
如果你的眼睛还有泪水，请大家把它擦干。我们一起用快快乐乐的心情来迎接台湾新时代的开始，好不好？我的工作同仁告诉我，今天我们的这个现场从中午开始就有支持者坐在这里等开票，大家有欢喜不？有欢喜不？我知道这些年来，你们对蔡英文有一个小小的抱怨，就是大家认为我太过理性，从来不公开表达我的情绪。所以在这里我跟大家说，如果大家真的很高兴，那我们就大声的为台湾欢呼一次，好不好？我们一起为台湾完成了一件重要的事，这是我此时此刻心里的感觉。我的心情其实很平静，因为我知道未来我的责任会很重。感谢大家对蔡英文、对陈建仁的支持，感谢大家对民主进步党的支持。我再一次代表民主进步党，向全体的台湾人民敬上我最深的谢意，谢谢。感谢所有的台湾人民， 我们一起完成了台湾民主史上第3次的政党轮替。我们点亮了台湾，我们再一次用行动告诉全世界：台湾等于民主，民主等于台湾，对不对？我要谢谢我的2位竞争的对手朱主席和宋主席，我们一起为台湾的民主政治写下了历史的新页。我了解他们对这个国家的期待。选举有输有赢，但是最终胜利的永远是台湾的民主。在这里，我诚挚地邀请他们，这个国家未来的改革路上不能没有你们。我还要谢谢我的工作同仁，我们的后援会，我们的志工，你们牺牲假日，牺牲陪伴家人的时间，无论晴天雨天，就算生病感冒，都跟我并肩作战。你们是最强的团队，能跟各位一起走完这最后1里路，是我这一生最大的荣幸。我还要特别谢谢这次竞选总部中年轻的工作同仁们，尤其是党工。过去这么多年，我心中一直有一句话想跟大家说：我们这个党曾经失败过，但是我一直告诉我自己，总有一天，我要让大家穿着党的制服的时候，走到外面的时候，心中是充满了信心跟责任感。我们做到了，对不对？宋主席，我感谢他们展现了民主的风度，让这一次的大选能够顺利圆满。而过去这段时间的相互竞争，以及他们对我的很多的指教，都将会是鞭策自己不断进步的动力。
I would also like to thank my 2 admirable opponents, Chairman Eric Tu from the KMT and Chairman James Song from the PFP. I want to thank them for showcasing the spirit of our democracy and letting this election run smoothly. Although we have battled each other during this election campaign, their critique and suggestions will now serve as motivation for me to work harder and be better.
我相信政党之间除了竞争，当然也可以合作。在新国会就职到新政府上任之间的过渡期间，民进党会依循宪政体制，和现在的政府保持密切的沟通协调，协助政府维持交接过程中的政局的稳定跟正常的运作。
I believe that further to competition with each other, political parties can work together. In the interim, between a new legislature and a presidential inauguration, the DPP will maintain closer communication and consultations with the current government in accordance with the constitutional framework. We will support the government in maintaining political stability and normalcy in the transition period.
我也会尽快和国内主要的政党共同来共商国事的机制。我们也希望借由这个国事的共商的机制，能够经常的就重大的政策交换意见，让台湾摆脱政治恶斗的旧思维，迎接新政治的来临。
We also look forward to working with the main political parties to establish a framework for discussing major policies. We will put political polarization behind us and look forward to the arrival of an era of new politics in Taiwan.
此外，我要感谢投票支持蔡英文、陈建仁、民主进步党和我们立委候选人的所有的选民，让民进党重新站起来，并且再一次把治理国家的责任交给我们。
We would also like to thank all the voters that voted for Tsai Ing-wen, Chen Jin-ren, the DPP, and our legislative candidates. Thank you for helping the DPP stand up again, and thank you for entrusting us to govern this country.
对我来说，这不只是一场选举的胜利，这个结果是在告诉我，人民期待一个更愿意倾听民意的政府，一个决策更透明的政府，一个有能力解决困难、照顾弱势的政府，一个可以把国家带到新的时代的政府，还有一个 会坚定捍卫国家主权和政府。
For me, this is not just about an election victory. The results today tell me that the people want to see a government more willing to listen to the people, a government that is more transparent and accountable, and a government that is more capable of leading us past our current challenges and taking care of those in need. They tell me that the people expect a government that can lead this country into the next generation, and a government that is steadfast in protecting this country's sovereignty.
我说过，从今天起就是改革的第一里路，这些托付将会是我推动改革的最大的后盾。我承诺2月1号就职的新国会，以及5月20号上任的新政府，都会把实现这些期待当作最重要的使命。
Today represents the first kilometer in our road to reform. The responsibility that has been entrusted to us is the strongest measure of support for my future reforms. I promise. The new legislature that will take office on February 1st and the new government that will take office on May 20th will turn these expectations into reality as a matter of the highest priority.
我们必须要诚实面对，改革不可能一步到位，台湾眼前的挑战也不会立即消失。但是在未来的4年的任期，我一定会尽全力兑现我的承诺，为台湾晋升先进国家展开各项必要的软硬体建设，修复过去的政策的错误，重建人民对政府的信赖，为下个阶段的台湾发展奠定最坚实的基础。
We have to be also candid in saying that reform will not take place in one day, and the challenges that Taiwan faces will not immediately disappear. But in the 4 years ahead, I will do everything I can to realize my promises, to turn Taiwan into a more advanced country, to engage in the necessary development of our infrastructure, and to fix the policy failures of the past. I will rebuild the people's trust in government and create a stable foundation for Taiwan's future development.
有这个机会，我也要代表台湾人感谢国际友人对于台湾民主选举的关注跟支持。作为国际社会的一份子，台湾愿意积极参与国际合作，台湾也愿意跟全世界的盟友共享利益、共担责任，并且为区域的和平稳定做出最大的贡献。
On behalf of the Taiwanese people, I would also like to use this opportunity to thank our international friends, including the United States, Japan, and other countries for their support towards Taiwan's democratic election. As part of international society, Taiwan is willing to participate in international cooperation efforts, sharing the same benefits and shouldering the same responsibilities as our partners from around the world. We will also greatly contribute towards peace and stability in the region.
在这场选战中，我曾经多次承诺，将会建立具有一致性、可预测性、可持续的两岸关系。作为中华民国第14任总统当选人，我要在此重申，今年5月20日新政府执政之后，将以中华民国现行的宪政体制、两岸协商交流互动的成果，以及民主原则跟普遍的民意，作为推动两岸关系的基础。我也会秉持超越党派的立场，遵循台湾最新的民意跟最大的共识，致力确保海峡两岸关系维持和平稳定的现状，以创造台湾人民最大的利益跟福祉。
During this election, I had promised on many occasions that I will build a consistent, predictable, and sustainable cross-strait relationship. As the 14th president-elect of the Republic of China, I reaffirm that after my new administration takes office on May 20th, the Republic of China constitutional order, the results of cross-strait negotiations, interactions, and exchanges, and democratic principles and the will of the Taiwanese people will become the foundation for future cross-strait relations. My position will move past partisan politics. Following the will and consensus of the Taiwanese people, we will work towards maintaining the status quo for peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait in order to bring the greatest benefits and well-being to the Taiwanese people.
我也要强调，两岸都有责任尽最大努力，寻求一个对等、尊严、彼此都能够接受的互动之道，确保没有挑衅，也没有意外。今天选举的结果是台湾民意的展现。中华民国作为一个民主国家，是2300万台湾人民的共同坚持。我们的民主制度、国家认同、 跟国际空间必须被充分的尊重，任何的打压都会破坏两岸关系的稳定。
I also want to emphasize that both sides of the strait have a responsibility to find mutually acceptable means of interaction that are based on dignity and reciprocity. We must ensure that no provocations or accidents take place. The results of today's election showcases the will of the Taiwanese people. It is the shared resolve of Taiwan's 23 million people that the Republic of China is a democratic country. Our democratic system, national identity, and international space must be respected. Any forms of suppression will harm the stability of cross-strait relations.
最后，我要强调，我知道自己有一个很重大的责任，就是去团结这个国家。这2天有一个新闻撼动了台湾社会，有一位在韩国发展的台湾艺人，一个16岁的女生，因为拿着中华民国的国旗的画面而遭到打压。这件事引起了部分党派台湾人普遍的不满。这件事将会永远提醒我，团结这个国家，壮大这个国家，并且一致对外，是我作为下一任的中华民国总统最重要的责任。
Finally, I want to emphasize that is to strengthen the unity of this country. Over the past few days, we have seen news that has shaken Taiwanese society. An entertainer, a young 16-year-old girl working in South Korea, recently attracted opposition after she was filmed holding the Republic of China flag. This incident has angered many Taiwanese people regardless of their political affiliation. This particular incident will serve as a constant reminder to me about the importance of our country's strength and unity to those outside our borders. This will be one of the most important responsibilities for me as the next president of the Republic of China.
台湾还会有很多挑战，来自外部，也来自内部。选举已经结束，所有选举过程中的摩擦跟争执，也应该到此为止。我会和2300万人一起向前走，共同打败这个国家的困境。我们不会因为选举而分裂，而是因为民主而团结。谢谢大家。
This election is now over, and that brings to an end the conflicts and restrictions of the election campaign. I will march forward together with the 23 million people of Taiwan. Together, we will overcome the challenges that this country faces. We will not be divided by an election. Instead, we will become even more united because of our democracy. Thank you, everybody.
好，谢谢我们总统当选人蔡英文主席的支持。